Good morning, Keller Williams. Welcome to Thursday, and I don't know how many is on, but I'm sure it's probably a skeleton crew because most people are used to Fridays, and we'll go back to Fridays next week, but we're, given the circumstances, we're here today. So let's start off with the COVID-19 update. The Public Health has announced 4 new cases of COVID-19 in Campbellton region, bringing the total number of active cases in New Brunswick to 29. The 4 new cases are in Campbellton region, which brings the total to 28 in that area, with 1 case in Moncton Zone 1 region. The goal was never to have 0 cases. The goal was always to be able to contact trace, isolate, test, and prevent further spread and further outbreaks and further transmissions, and not overwhelming our healthcare system, says Dr. Jennifer Russell. So if we look at the map, we're still very orange in Zone 5. And as of yesterday, we have 4 new cases, 29 active cases, 5 in the hospital, 1 in ICU, and 1 death. And I was watching the news last night, and I think that Dr. Jennifer Russell was awarded the Doctor of the Year award for all the things that she's done during this whole case of COVID and this pandemic. So that's, I think, a nice award to a very thoughtful person who does her job very well, but is always mindful of the general public's feelings and mindful of the circumstances that we're dealing with. Our total case performed to date, we're now at 4.6% of the population that was tested. So we're generally just around or above 35,000 out of 760,000 people. As I discussed on Tuesday about the Keller Williams COVID-19 forms, Keller Williams Capital Realty agents will continue to fill out the COVID-19 forms for the clients we represent. Outside brokerage and agents will be responsible for their own COVID-19 documentation. Our policy manual says that we are going to follow the 5 forms that are in the operational manual. And in the operational manual, it also says that you're going to do every precaution to self-distance, wear a non-medical mask, and wear gloves for showings. That policy is still very much intact for Keller Williams agents. So whatever policy NBRA may come out with over the next day, wear a mask, don't wear a mask, wear gloves, don't wear gloves, our policy under Keller Williams is that if you're showing a house, you're wearing a non-medical mask and you're having gloves on. That's our policy. And that's one that's in our operational plan. And I would ask that you follow that until we say otherwise. The other thing is that I've been told that a lot of times you wear the mask till you get inside the house and the vendor says, oh, you don't need to wear the mask, take the mask off. Theoretically, if you're going in the house with the mask on, you should be leaving the mask on while you're in that house, and when you come out of the house and you get in your car, you can take the gloves and the mask off. But you should not be going in the house and says, oh, well, we're okay, let's just take the mask off. You should be wearing the mask. Any questions on COVID-19? I'm a call or text away. So if we look at take command of your database, just wanted to give you an update on this. Our database strategy on contact, smart plans, opportunities, and production provides the most efficient path to assist all agents in reaching their full potential and maximizing their efficiency. The database conversion rates have the potential to convert 10 to 15% of the total contacts that could result in a total increase of over $9 million. Currently, there are over 18,000 contacts into command that do not have a smart plan nurturing them. Smart plans can automate the nurture of your database. Automate texts and emails will ensure you never miss another important event in your clients' lives. Nurtures equals conversions. Opportunities tracked your documentation submission. Amanda and David are working on a business process flow document that will help every agent going forward with a visual reference for all documentation submissions as it relates to compliance. So David and Amanda have met, and they're going to meet again sometimes this week and come up with an operational plan for the agents so that they can put their opportunities in, whether it's the buying side or whether it's the selling side, and we're going to streamline that to a point where we should never ever need to be able to have to go back and say, we're missing this, we're missing that. You're going to be able to go in the system yourselves and see what you're missing and provide that information on a timely basis. Take command of your business. The first wave of emails have been sent out to the agents with great opportunity to grow their business. Every agent will get an email. In the meantime, immediate support is always available for any agents with questions, issues, or bugs. Please contact David. David is available to help you with anything that you may be having difficulties in opportunities, smart plans, designs, or what have you. St. John needs and wants. If any other office would like to have the same documentation accessible to all on a shared drive, please let us know. This document updates automatically and sends notification to the owner when modified. The owner will then notify the group of any changes. So a couple weeks ago, or almost a week and a half ago, St. John wanted to be able to do a needs and wants list, and they put it in David's hands, and David has come up with a plan for St. John, and I'm assuming they're still working on this to perfect it. And once it's perfected, then I think that we could use the same needs and wants for the province if they should desire to use it. So, tip of the week. Use the iPhone note scanner to scan and send all your documents in the field to yourself and to others. It's so easy. The app auto detects the page, takes the scan automatically, and allows the user to forward the PDF instantly to anyone. This is very easy and efficient. When David was here this week, I said, well, I'll just go to the scanner and scan that and send it to you. And he said, why don't you just use your phone? So he showed me how to do this, and I thought it was a very nifty idea, especially if you're at home. You don't have to run to the office to scan it. Just take a picture of it. It automatically scans, and then you can send it to anyone, and it goes to them in a PDF format. So very, very neat little tool, and that will be in the slides that you can have a quick look at. Coming soon, we are creating a shared drive with real estate marketing documents and tools found online that can be used by any agent for their business. So first-time home buyer's guide and first-time home seller's guide, just an example of what this would look like. This is the first time I've seen this morning, so I'm not sure if this would be a guide that you would send to buyers so they can look at everything from 12 months out. And same with home seller's guide. when they're going to get their house on the market and how they're going to get promoted into the under contract and finally when it sells. Other than that, we're looking like we're having a great month of June. I've talked to a number of people. We're making care calls today and yesterday. Seems like everyone is very busy. I said before earlier that we're going to have a late spring, and this may be our spring, and I'm predicting that this market will stay this way probably till into late September, October. Maybe that's wishful thinking, but I am really convinced that that's what will happen. Stay the course, stay vigilant, keep talking to your sphere of influence. Start looking at making sure that you do whatever you can to facilitate listings. And on Tuesday, we're going to have we'll give you the COVID update, and we'll give you a little bit of a sales meeting in regards to how the month of May went and give you some stats on that. So that will be Tuesday, and then I think we're doing Zoom calls with each of the offices next week. So we'll have another full week, and if we're not giving you enough, please reach out. If we're not providing you with exactly what you want, please reach out, and have a great weekend. And let's hope that we can flatten this curve. And like you said, that we may never ever have 0 cases again, but us doing our part is all we can do, and staying vigilant that we're not prone that we will never get COVID-19. So anyway, have a great weekend, and we'll talk next Tuesday. Bye-bye.